Hey, it's Alex Williams, the News Stack here at MesosCon in Los Angeles, California. It is coming to the close of the conference on a Friday afternoon, and I'm lucky to have some people here from Portworx and GE Digital. And so what I'd like to do is for you guys to introduce yourselves. Okay, why don't you introduce yourself first, and then we'll go around. Sure.
Hi, my name is Gou Rao. I'm the CTO at Portworx.
Hi, my name is Balajee Nagarajan, Director of Software Engineering at GE Predix.
Hey, my name is Venkat Sivasubramanian. I lead the data platform for Predix.
Great. The topic for today that I want to discuss is about storage in the maturing container technology ecosystem. We now have seen containers become widely used since their introduction really as Docker 3 years ago. And now we're seeing the need for companies to really think more about networking and storage. And Portworx has a particular focus on storage. And so perhaps you could tell us a little bit about Portworx and what you guys do.
Portworx builds cloud-native storage software. What that means is it's a new kind of storage solution designed for applications that are deployed via container orchestrators such as Kubernetes or DCOS. Modern applications are service-oriented. They're packaged as containers, and they're inherently meant to be run on cloud-native infrastructure in a distributed manner. Essentially, what is fueling all of this is the need for enterprises to embrace DevOps and agile software development and deployment methodologies. Where Portworx comes in is we provide a storage layer that is purpose-built for these kind of applications. The whole premise behind it is programmatic deployment or consumption of storage services for these applications like Cassandra, Postgres, Mongo, these type of applications that are packaged as Linux containers and deployed by a container orchestrator. These applications can programmatically specify the type of storage resources they want. They don't need to know what kind of physical underlying infrastructure they're running on. They don't need to know what kind of public cloud provider they're running on. Portworx provides that abstraction layer, something that the DevOps teams can directly deal with. It gives them a uniform experience, much like DCOS gives a uniform compute experience.
So how are you all working with Portworx? What's the connection between GE Digital and Portworx?
So before we go there, let me set the stage of what GE Digital is doing first on Predix. So Predix, we started on this journey of Predix a couple of years ago. Predix is a world-class, highly secure industrial IoT platform that GE is building back in San Ramon, California. What this gives us as GE, GE has been a forefront of in the industrial space for a long, long time. What we bring to the table is our industrial wealth of knowledge on how to, our domain expertise on GE verticals like aviation, power, transportation, oil and gas, lighting, all that stuff. What we're then doing next is take all of that expertise to digitize the industrial internet itself. So we're building the next gen industrial internet. As part of that journey, we have a world-class Predix platform as a service that we back in San Ramon are building.
That's right.
In that we used, today we use Cloud Foundry, and we're adding our stateful container architecture using Mesos. Portworx is our partner in crime, helping us to solve that stateful need in Predix.
Why did you choose Portworx? Why are you working with Portworx?
So when we started looking at Mesos, probably 6 to 8 months before now, so we started looking at Mesos particularly for the persistent store, the capability that it actually offers from an orchestration perspective. Because when Predix platform was originally started, we've always been with Cloud Foundry. There is a big community within Cloud Foundry, and we have a large presence of Cloud Foundry. And Cloud Foundry has been good for stateless applications. So when we started looking at Mesos, for us, one of the primary things is we looked at CSI, which is a container storage interface that was actually available at that particular point, but it was still not ready. It was still not matured enough. So we started, okay, but we do need to do a single infrastructure. We need to have a single infrastructure that actually allows us to be able to run both stateless and stateful. And Portworx had a great solution with DVDI interfaces, and that was like ideal for us. And it also offers a few things that are actually super important from an industrial company perspective. One is security and compliance are like super key for us. So we need a solution that actually supports encryption out of the box from a storage perspective, snapshotting out of the box available. And so Portworx had those capabilities, which actually made us gravitate towards Portworx.
What are some of the challenges that you're seeing customers face with storage environments? We're seeing more capabilities to use adapters, for example, into different storage environments, right? These plug-in type services. What are those issues that you're seeing customers face when they start, exploring how they actually can run these applications that are in these stateful environments effectively using container technology?
One of the fundamental tenets of what Portworx is building is to actually provide that abstraction layer that sits on top of physical storage. The problem that people typically run into is when they try and take a traditional volume and try and somehow orchestrate that into a container. And let's talk about that a little bit. Traditional storage, like an iSCSI, these are meant to drive storage to a host computer, to an operating system, to a machine. They're not designed to